So 3 days working on the raft hadn't gone to waste, and we finally pulled into the beach on the other side of the island. We began to unpack and dismantle the raft and build our shelter. The first step was to dismantle the raft and start to clear an area for us to make camp.
Do we need all of it?
So we started with this monster piece of bamboo that we wedged between two trees to hang our tarpaulin from.
Yeah. Oh, where are you going?
Yeah? Shelter update.
The camp was slowly starting to take shape, with some rudimentary chairs made out of bits of crap we found in the ocean, and the tarpaulin now secured between the two trees.
There's a lot going on.
Things were going a little bit too well, so after a machete went through Emma's hand, the island rewarded us with loads more rain.
Trying to collect rainwater. How's it going? Brilliant.
After frantically grabbing bottles to try and fill them up at every corner of the tent, we managed to develop a system and eventually we started to collect some rainwater. Now our high-tech water collection system was in place, we began the very arduous task of making some fire.
We believe in you.
Thank you.
Many unbearable hours later.
Have we blown it too hard? That's it.
Yeah, look, these sticks. Oh!
Yes!
Keep going.
With the building of the camp and the creation of the fire taking up most of the day, we didn't have much time for bedding, so we chucked some palm fronds on the floor and settled down for a nice evening. Everything was going a little bit too well.
It's a tropical storm, it's the middle of the night. I'm completely fucked. I'm just desperately trying to save the fire and the shelter. Everything's fucking gone.
I've managed to mostly save the fire. Hopefully it's going to burn throughout the night. Insane. I haven't seen rain like that ever. Oh, we saved the fire.
We saved the fire.
Very little sleep was had. We all had about 2 hours sleep. It was all jolly, built a nice bed, nice shelter, nice fire, and then everybody just woke up like, fuck, midnight, mad tropical storm. So had to like dive onto the fire. Oh my god, brother. Had to dive onto the fire to keep it dry, which got me soaking, and then that went on for, I don't actually know, an undisclosed amount of time until we rescued it and then tried to sleep just there soaking wet.
You were soaked.
Looks cozy.
It was really uncomfortable and I didn't sleep for a week, and I'm so hungry. How was your night?
Worst night's sleep I've ever had.
Why?
I slept there on trash pieces of polystyrene.
You had polystyrene?
Sorry. I had the polystyrene. Others were not so fortunate and just had bits of leaf
Despite the horrible night's sleep, we were all kind of used to it by now, so the next thing to do was to go and find some food. We found some gross brown ones on the forest floor, but the real deal was up in the trees. So with no energy and no food, we went to try and find some green ones.
We hunting for coconuts.
It's 5:30 a.m. on the islands. And we're looking for breakfast.
Turns out it's pretty terrifying climbing a coconut tree, so we decided to try and smack some down with a big bit of bamboo. It didn't work.
I can't do anymore.
After taking it in turns and being absolutely exhausted, we were getting nowhere. We were just about to give up. That was until... You okay? And minor concussion aside, we managed to get one coconut.
Good effort. It's so good. For one coconut. All that for that.
Harvesting coconuts was not the wisest use of our energy, so we decided to take what we had, get it back, and think of another way of finding food. After our poor excuse for a breakfast, we decided to spend some time making something that was actually worth sleeping on. So we got started on some mattresses.
Behold my mattress. Behold Fred's mattress. Emma's had enough as well, look. Kirsty and Emmeline are out there looking for crabs. And they've caught 2 so far. Our shelter has survived its first rainstorm, and I think we collected about 10 litres of rainwater, which we're gonna just filter some bits out of and then drink.
This is a side for main meal. And here's the main meal.
Is there a hermit crab in here?
I spy it and I go, ah! And then I stab it and she goes like, kill it!
It's not much, but I found these. So they'll go with the crabs. And it's not going to go very far, but if the girls get something spear gun fishing, then we should be okay.
The girls did an absolutely sterling job of catching crabs. Some we managed to cook on the end of sticks, and others we boiled up with those weird ass cockles that I found. And for once, we had a good night's sleep. We awoke at sunrise and had a pretty chilled morning, and it was quite nice to take a few moments to take the island in and appreciate some of the finer things.
Should we boil some water for a tea?
Just like one hair. Just sitting here enjoying some distilled rainwater with lots of ash in there, so it's very smoky, but it's kind of warm and nice. It's almost like a tea. It's actually not terrible. Looks terrible.
We were finally getting into the swing of things, so after the disgusting tea it was time to look after the fire, collect some firewood and try to catch some more fish. It wasn't a particularly productive day, although we did manage to get a few in.
Doing good.
Whilst coconut harvesting was going quite well, fishing wasn't, so we decided to lift our spirits by playing some games.
Well done.
That was good, wasn't it?
We also had time to fit in some much needed grooming before we all settled down for our rather miserable dinner.
Look at how I'm living right now. I'm like one of them pimps.
We tucked into what little bit of fish we had caught for the day and tried to get some sleep. And in the morning it dawned on us that we only had one day left.
One more night. One more night. Just off looking for firewood. Went to bed about 8 o'clock. Slept till midnight. So that's the best I've had in the last few days. And at midnight I had a look at the fire and it was nearly dead, so spent an hour getting that going again. The only wood we've got left is very wet and full of salt, which is a fire retardant, so it's not great. But anyway, we managed to get it going again. Nearly went out again about 3, got it going again. It's now I think about 4, 5. Sun's coming up. The last bit of water, so we need to have a bit of a meeting this morning and ration everything. Make sure everyone's got enough. Emma's not been well at night,
so need to probably prioritise her more than anyone else. And yeah, I need to make sure we get enough firewood to keep the fire going today, because it's the last night. If I don't sleep again, I'll just sit and look at the fire all night. I'll be happy.
With a third day down and a handful of crabs and a bit of fish keeping us going, our minds suddenly turned back to food.
It's quite hard to think. Not had normal food for a couple of days now. So far we've just had fish.
We're sick of fish and we're sick of
I've still got coconut grains in my mouth because I tried to eat a bit. And then you need water to wash them down, which is our other limited resource.
so dry.
We're not really eating properly, we haven't eaten properly in 3 days.
No, we are starving.
To distract myself from the hunger, I decided to have another crack at line fishing.
The fish kept taking the bait. I could see them taking it. And got nothing. I thought I'd found a bird's nest. I was going to look for some eggs, but nothing. So I'm just going to have a look up here, see what I can find, and if not, let's hope the others get something. There might be some crabs here if I'm lucky when the tide goes out. Otherwise we're going to be fucking hungry again.
And then this happened. We spotted this monster ray in the reef and were absolutely starving, so the two of us managed to hold our breaths long enough to pin it to the ground. Its sting came out and we were really worried about getting done by it in the middle of nowhere, so we absolutely had to make this work. It gave up a hell of a fight, but with a lot of persistence and starvation making us hold our breaths a little bit longer than normal, we managed to pull him out of his hole.
Our luck has changed. Thank fuck.
We were ecstatic.
I'm going to do
What's to start?
little beurre blanc.
Oh,
With some capers, stingray, a couple of crushed new potatoes,
oh
maybe a bit of
yeah.
samphire,
Oh yeah. And is this freshly caught today? Is it?
a glass of white wine.
Oh.
Maybe some rosé. Oh my god!
Yes, please.
Oh, look at that! And these gremlins in here, in the gremlin hole. That's going to be bad.
Now I didn't even know if you could eat stingray or if it would even taste any good, but to be honest at this point we were going to eat anything.
What does heaven taste like? Tastes a bit like that. That is banging! Can I have a bit? Oh my god. Oh, look at that meat there.
Delicious stingray.
Like walk up those stairs,
So every fish we've caught, we've just chopped we've eaten, and then we've chucked all the gubbins in a bowl, and now that bowl has been boiling for 5 hours, 6 hours, I don't even know. Which we're going to strain and hopefully make a nice dinner, and then put some bits of stingray in it and some parrotfish.
We went to bed with unusually full stomachs, and when we woke up in the morning, our thoughts started to shift towards what it might be like going back home.
It's going to be a bit weird going back. Just only had to worry about a very small amount of things: food, fire, water, shelter. So, you know, once that's it really, and then into the world again.
But we decided not to dwell on it and all got in the sea together to enjoy one last sunrise over the Anambas Islands.
You beat it? You beat the island? Completed it, mate?
Beat the island. The island's beat the shit out of us, isn't
Yeah.
it? The state of
The
us.
island is a cruel master.
We hopped back out of the sea, sat on the beach and eagerly awaited our rescue.
We survived. We're just waiting for rescue.
And it's late.
And it's
And
late.
we're all starving. We've all done our ketosis stick and then we're coming out blood red, which is a sign that we're in deep ketosis. So we're ready for some snacks on the boat.
Rescue awaits.
Rescue away.
Hey! The rescue cometh.
So small. How are you going to fit on?
After a brief confusion of whether this was actually the rescue boat,
Is it then?
they pulled into shore and it was finally time to leave. As I sit back editing this video, watching the clips back, it's easy to forget how hard this was. But equally, it was way more rewarding than ever we could possibly have imagined. From resetting your gratitude for missing things like a chair or a bed, to just connecting with your mates, connecting with nature and having an absolutely amazing time and an unforgettable experience. If anyone ever gets the chance to do this, I can't recommend it enough. It really is one of the best things I've ever done. And I'll always have fond memories of this trip, always have fond memories of this part of the world.